Clinton campaign doubles down on claims hackers linked to the Russian government leaked DNC emails on the eve of the party's convention to influence the election. Hillary Clinton's campaign claims Russian hackers attacked Democratic National Committee computers to help elect Donald Trump. Campaign manager Robbie Mook claims the 19,252 leaked emails were released on eve of convention to divide Democrats. They wouldn't blame Russian President Vladimir Putin specifically, we can't know for certain. Hillary Clinton's campaign is insisting that hackers linked to the Russian government leaked embarrassing emails from Democratic officials on the eve of the party's convention to influence the presidential election. Clinton Communications Director Jennifer Palmieri said today that we can't know for certain that the leak is the work of Russian President Vladimir Putin. That's what security experts are allegedly, though, she said, and we agree that it's important for people to know that this could be why it's happening. The Democratic White House contenders campaign is relying on reports in the New York Times and Washington Post as the basis for the claims that the hacker who claimed responsibility for the extraordinary leak, Guccifer II, is a puppet of the Russian government. We've been looking at this very closely from both the technical and non-technical spheres, Richard Barger, the chief information officer for cyber intelligence firm ThreatConnect, told the Post. Barger said, based on our analysis, we strongly feel Guccifer II is linked to a Russian information operations campaign and is not the independent Romanian hacker that he claims to be. In the leaked emails, members of the Democratic National Committee leadership are caught trash-talking Bernie Sanders and plotting to help Clinton. Clinton campaign manager Robbie Mook seemingly placed the blame on Putin Sunday. Mook said on CNN's State of the Union, "What's disturbing to us is that experts are telling us as Russian state actors broke into the DNC, stole these emails, and other experts are now saying that the Russians are releasing these emails for the purpose of actually helping Donald Trump. I don't think it's coincidental that these emails were released on the eve of our convention here, and that's disturbing." Palmieri told reporters Monday she believes it's important to know what the motivation is of such a leak. The emails that were hacked, reportedly hacked from the Russians, then reappearing, allegedly from WikiLeaks and Guccifer, and they're appearing right before a convention. She said it does appear that whoever is overseeing the operation is trying to influence the convention and the election. We're aware that foreign countries do a lot of their own reconnaissance. What's different this time is that the information they're taking, if then they're then putting back, deliberately putting back, into the public, Palmieri told reporters just after a morning briefing at the Democratic National Convention. Continuing, the former White House official asked, "What's the intent there?" She said the Russians have also been interfering in Ukraine and France. That's why people who are more knowledgeable about this than I am, like Mike Vickers, who was the Undersecretary for Defense Intelligence, are concluding that the Russians are trying to influence an election. Mook on Monday wouldn't say whether Clinton herself believed that the Russian government is trying to sink her campaign. You'd have to ask the secretary that. I think she, like all of us, is. We are reading the same reporting that you all are seeing, he said. Making reference to the news articles making the link between the Russian government and the hack, he said, "All we know right now is what experts are telling us. What the experts are saying and what the experts said when this breach initially happened at the DNC was that they believed that it was Russian state actors who took these emails. And what further experts are saying, is that then because they possessed those emails, that Russian state actors were feeding the emails to hackers for the purpose of helping Donald Trump." Trump last week suggested that he wouldn't NATO allies who haven't made what he considers a substantial enough monetary contribution to the international organization. Mook said Sunday that Trump would be helping Putin accomplish his foreign policy goals in Eastern Europe if he did that. "I think we need to be concerned about that," he added. "I think we also need to be concerned that we also saw last week at the Republican convention that Trump and his allies made changes to the platform to make it more pro-Russian." Mook said on This Week with George Stephanopoulos, "I think the DNC needs to get to the bottom of the facts," Mook said. A hacker calling himself Guccifer 2.0 took credit for the 19,252 emails that were released Friday by WikiLeaks. The hacker denies he is working with the Russian government, but investigators say that's not true. Donald Trump's campaign chair Paul Manafort said Musk's comments were laughable, especially in light of Clinton's own email scandal. Dems attack Russia for hacking them but want us to believe that server in HC Home was safe from hacking, Manafort wrote on Twitter Sunday. HC put national security at risk. He added. Trump spokesman, Jason Miller also mocked the Clinton campaign over the assertion. "What a joke," he said. "This shows that Hillary Clinton will do and say anything to win the election and hold on to power in the rigged system," he said in a statement.